And welcome to another RSR. Tonight we are predicting the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations final, even though it's being played in 2026. I'm surprised this tournament hasn't made me write 2025 on a piece of paper and then put an arc on the bottom of it to make it a 6. With a confusion, I'm surprised. With that being said, we have Senegal versus Morocco. Morocco, who just won their penalty shootout against Nigeria to make this final in their own backyard. And of course, we have Senegal, who won 1-0 over Egypt. Sadio Mane overcomes Mohamed Salah to get to the final. And for me, I think this is a game where Morocco is definitely the favorite. I do. Senegal is a very solid team. They're well built. Sadio Mane playing his last AFCON and second to last tournament for their national team, play at the World Cup. You look at this team and you're like, they're well built. They're solid. They got here deservingly. Not a shock that they're here. But you got a Morocco team who beat the best defensive team in this tournament, dominated them, and frankly should have beat them in regular play, but still beat them in penalties. Best offense in the tournament is Morocco's. Brahim Diaz, the best player of the tournament. Morocco is working well. Yes, they started off slow and shaky and playing down to teams, but once they started playing the Cameroons and Nigerias, they've been looking really well. They've been looking really good. My main takeaway about this game is if Morocco plays to their level, play their own level, play to the level that you know they can play to, they're going to win this game. They're going to be the champions. If Morocco plays at 100%, even if Senegal plays at 120, Morocco's winning this tournament. If Morocco plays down to 50% while Senegal plays at 100-120% to win it for Mane, that's when problems arise. In my book, I think Morocco's the team that if they shoot themselves in the foot, or when they do, or if they do, that's the way they lose this game. If they shoot themselves in the foot, whether it's because they're tired, exhausted, or they are very confident, or a mixture of both. If they're very confident they're going to win this game, and they play down to Senegal and sleep on them, they're losing this game. If they're very exhausted, and Senegal has more of a motor, they're losing this game. If they're a combination of both, compared to Senegal, they're losing this game. But the only way Morocco loses this is if they shoot themselves in the foot. And that is something to watch out for, I believe. That is something to heavily watch out for here. But in my book, I don't think Morocco's going to do that. Not in their own home backyard. Not in their own stadium. They're not going to shoot themselves in the foot. At least confidence-wise. In their own home stadium. In their own home stadium, they're not. They're not. They can't. They shouldn't. I wouldn't expect it. But then again, what do you know? It's a definite... Morocco's the favorite here. And I think they should win this very strongly. They should. This is their moment. They're 90 minutes away, if not a little more. This is their time. In their own home country, this is their time. And they've played a very solid tournament, if not a very amazing tournament, ranging from solid to very amazing. They, in my opinion, wiped their ass with Nigeria. The only reason it doesn't seem like that is the tissue didn't come out with crap on it. It came out still white, still pretty much clean. Like when you feel like you may have let a little out on a fart and you don't want no marks on your underwear, so you wipe anyway, but there's nothing there. Just a really loud, wet fart, you know. That's what Morocco did. Sort of, in that way, shape or form, you know. But, don't know why, either way. I'm trying to pad this out, am I? That's why I was trying to be funny. Either way, I guess. Either way. I'm sure other people understand what I'm talking about, though. Either way. They wiped their ass with Nigeria, even though they went to penalties and drew 0-0. That was the most exciting 0-0 draw I've seen in my life. Just facts. Like, that was rarely are 0-0 draw penalty shootout games leading up to the shootout exciting. That was exciting. Morocco should have won an open play, frankly. Yes, they were the unstoppable force, their offense versus the immovable object, Nigeria's defense. The unstoppable force had their chances to win the game. The force was not stoppable, it was just blocked by a brick wall. The brick wall did not move, so to speak. It could have, though. It got close to moving. It got close to them finding a crack here or there. I think there were some mistakes where Morocco kind of shot themselves in the foot to not crack that wall and break through that wall once before we got to extra time, or in extra time before we got to penalties. In penalties, though, they were very dominant. Yassine Bono saved them. They made the shots they needed to make, and Nigeria didn't. Now I see whether or not in the World Cup Intercontinental Playoff. Either way, because they lost that on penalties as well, that African final to get into the playoff final to get into the playoff. But either way, looking at this game, Senegal's solid. I don't disagree on that. They're a very good team, but they're not good enough face-to-face, 100 v 100, 10 to 10, nose to nose, punch for punch, slobber knocker, built to beat Morocco. They're built to beat Morocco if Morocco is faded, cocky, or a mixture of both. Senegal can win this. I'm not saying this is impossible. I'm not saying that this is frickin' the Sisters of the Poor high school versus Alabama. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is this is a NFL playoff game, Rams v. Panthers. 14-3 or whatever the hell versus 8-9. You know? Like, you shouldn't be there. You just won your division because everybody else is shit. Shittier. Playing a really good team. Well, that's harsh on Senegal as well, but you know. Or how about, that was harsh too. Chargers Patriots. 7 seed versus 2 seed. The 7 seed should not win. That's Senegal. The 2 seed should win. Morocco. They very likely will win. They could shoot themselves in the foot if the other team capitalizes. Again, this is not Sisters of the Poor high school, frickin' Coleman University. I don't even know if that's real. Either way, versus Alabama. This ain't a directional school versus Bama. Peak Bama. No, it's not what this is. That's not what this is. Either way, for me, Senegal's good. They ain't Morocco. Morocco, to me, are, when it's a punch for punch, band for band, wheel to wheel matchup, shot for shot, they're winning. Only if Morocco is impaired. If they are cocky, if they play down to competition, will they lose this game? I think Sadio Mane is an amazing player. I think Senegal has a solid squad. They are not Morocco. My prediction is this: 3-1 to Morocco in this final. Brahim scores 1. Only didn't score in one game. That's crazy. El Kabi scores 1, and I give 1 to Ezel Zuli because he's been playing very well, and he deserves a goal. So I hope he gets 1. I think he will finally break through. Mane answers, gets the 1 marker for Senegal. 3-1 Morocco. Morocco win the AFCON in their own backyard. That's what they deserve because they've earned it, frankly. Even if they've played down to competition, they've earned it. With that being said, if you liked this video, like it, share, subscribe, You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. Tomorrow I will be live for Broncos, Denver Broncos. Buffalo Bills and Denver Broncos AFC divisional game. I'll be live in review for Canada versus Guatemala friendly. I found a third-party website to watch it on, unless Fox Sports puts it on FS2 or Fox Soccer Plus before 9 o'clock tomorrow. I would hope so. It did say Fox on FOTMob, so we'll see. Live a review. I'll start the stream. We'll see if we can watch it. If we don't, tough shit. I guess no review then, but that's a up-to-the-minute thing. Sunday, we have a double live. We have Senegal, Morocco, AFCON final. Texans at Patriots, double live. Review for the Morocco game after the Patriots game is over, no matter what. Then, at the end of the Rams-Bears game, we will review the NFL divisional round all together, all 4 games. I'll have them written down. I'll talk about all 4, and we'll review the whole weekend. Sunday night. So 2 reviews, 1 live on Sunday. 2 streams, 1 review on Saturday. That's more normal. Sunday, 2 and 1. Or 1 and 2. 1 and 2. There we go. Monday will be live for that national championship game. Indiana, Miami, live RSR. Normal, especially for a January. Then Tuesday, we'll have a birthday show live stream because Tuesday's my birthday. So no game connected to it. We'll chill out, celebrate my birthday, have some fun, shoot the shit, and shoot the breeze, if you want the PG version of that, and have some fun with it. So that's the next couple of days for you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. May the best team win.